Hello! This video has been a long time in the making. I have finally completed a complete collection of the trainer gallery cards. You can see here, oh yeah, we've got a special guest here, my son, and this is from the first ever set that had them. I don't think at the time they were called Trainer Gallery, but this was Cosmic Eclipse from the GX era. I'll go through the cards one at a time as I'm talking. So I got these a while back, pretty soon after Cosmic Eclipse went out of print. I love this Piplup. I'm going to highlight which ones are my favorites as we go over them. That Piplup was one of my favorites. The reason and this Pikachu, of course, too. Red's Pikachu. Part of the reason I love these is it harkens back to the days of Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge and even Team Rocket when they were trainer-owned cards, and I think it's a pity they don't make them anymore. So I think that if they made a set with trainer-owned cards like so-and-so's something, it would be a slam dunk, but this is the closest we've got is Pokemon with their trainers. Part of the reason I love the art is it puts the Pokemon, it feels like in a real world with people, and you see them interacting together. So Erica's Vileplume, and then on this page I'll just do them in order. Then you've got the alt art, I guess it's the full art version, which has an alternate art, and the Rainbow Rare. Same thing with Silvally GX. By the way, I love, which one? That Vileplume. I love that art so much that I'm sleeping together. Our special guest is pointing out the ones he loves too. This one. I know these cards with pictures of Lily spiked recently. I love this one. Solgaleo and Lunala with Lily. And there's a Rainbow Rare. Not a huge fan of the Cosmic Eclipse Rainbow Rares, but I wanted them for the sake of completion. Reshiram and Zekrom. This full art one. I love this one. Reshiram and Zekrom. Reshiram and Zekrom are two of my favorite Pokemon. And they're with N. So then starts the real Trainer Gallery cards from the Sword and Shield era. So there were 4 sets that had them. Each of them had the subset of 30 cards. Oh yeah, by the way, love this. Flareon, Vaporeon, this Octillery, love the art style. You love the Jolteon. Yeah, the art style is so cool there. This Zekrom with N, of course. Dusknoir. So these had, you probably know, subsets of 30 cards. A bunch of them were these full art cards with trainers, and then there were ones that were Pokemon V and VMAX as well, that were the harder to find ones. So I bought all of these on tcgplayer.com. Oh, this Oranguru. Probably one of my favorite Pokemon cards ever made. Just this art style is so cool, so colorful, so much going on. Here starts the Vs from that set. I bought all these from tcgplayer.com as singles, which is way cheaper than buying them as a set. Way, way, way cheaper. I think total, I spent a long time, picking individual cards, waiting for the right deals, using that cart optimizer. I love this card too. And eventually was able to get all these Trainer Gallery cards, at least from the 4 Sword and Shield sets, for about a total of $600. Which, if you were to buy them as complete sets on eBay, if they're even available, would be way, way, way more expensive. I'll go in a minute onto the pros and cons of using TCG Player, but first this Umbreon V and Umbreon VMAX, some of my favorite cards, because Karen from the Elite Four was one of my favorite trainers. Pokemon Silver was the first game I played. And then the Trainer Galleries have these full art trainer cards and gold cards at the end. Not necessarily in love with them, but just wanted to have them for the sake of completion. Here are the gold ones. You want to show which one you really like? I love that Abomasnow too. That's starting from the next set. Silver, not Lost Origin, not Silver Tempest, Astral Radiance. So it was Brilliant Stars. Now we're getting to Astral Radiance. Love this Kingdra with someone hanging on to it. I don't know the names of all these trainers because I know a lot of them are newer trainers. So I like the ones with the trainers from the older games. Those are the throwbacks that I understand. All these new trainers from Sword and Shield, which I never played, but want to one day. I don't necessarily appreciate as much, but that art style on the Obstagoon, Galarian Obstagoon, so cool. Are there any of these that you like in particular? That Bronzong, the art style too, really cool. Oh, and the Hoot Hoot, meditating on a mountain. Starmie V, of course, one of the chase cards. Love this one. Similar art style to the Oranguru. Not as cool in my opinion, but very cool. That Ice Rider Calyrex V. To me, these are all like works of art. This cartoon style, I really, really love too. And the Galarian Legendary Birds, I love all 3 of them. This Trainer Gallery is just so many cool hits. Yeah, I think these are all works of art. So anyway, pros and cons of using TCG Player. You order all the cards individually, so they come in many different packages. It's kind of a pain to go through. And the individual sellers, another chase card, the Scarchomp V Cynthia. So cool. So I've had to deal with people who don't really know how to pack their cards. They put tape on the top and the cards get sticky or bad condition. Then you return them or replace them or just buy a new one. It's certainly time consuming, but saved a lot of money in the end. I think now might be, I love this Parasect too. We're getting into the next set, Lost Origin. Now might be a very good time to buy them. It seems like interest, this Charizard, is waning in these a little bit, just because of the new cards from Paldea, Pikachu, And I love this Gengar too. Another super, super colorful one with unique style. I think you could spend like a minute just looking at each of these cards, or at least some of them, and appreciating all the stuff they have going on. Hisui and Arcanine. Any of these that you really like? Are there any that you really like? Not on this page. Okay. Judah's not a fan of that page. This page, the Orbeetle VMAX, also a lot going on. I think that's fun. Yeah, I think interest in these is waning. Here, chase cards, Pikachu V and Pikachu VMAX. This is such an iconic picture. Nemoris, I love this Gallade. The way the trainer's on his back, Crobat V. We're getting into some of my favorites here. Eternatus V, I love this one, and this one, Eternatus VMAX, might be one of my favorite trainer gallery cards. I have no idea what's going on in this. Where is Eternatus VMAX's mouth? I don't know. But this guy's standing there in front of that white pattern. So cool. Do you like that one?
Yes.
The Full Art Trainer's Boss's Orders. So I've been tracking these prices for a long time. It felt like they were finally dipping to buy the singles to complete the trainer galleries from the latter three Sword and Shield sets. So finally pulled the trigger after months of waiting the cards for the cards to be delivered, having to replace the ones that were in bad condition, finally sleeving them up and putting them in the binder. I love looking at them all together. I love that Flaffy too. Ampharos is one of my favorite Pokemon. It's very different looking Jinx, Gardevoir. Cool art style on the Malamar. Do you like that one?
Yeah.
Are any of these your favorites over here?
Yeah.
Almost done with the collection, but some really, really good ones towards the end. Another really colorful one. I love that Smeargle. I might have to get duplicates of some of the super colorful ones like Ranguru, Starmie V, Gengar, Smeargle. Put them together. Altaria. You like that one? Okay, I'll point that one out when we get done. Superior V. I like this Blaziken. Like an action pose upside down. Blaziken VMAX. I love the Sarah Aura. Mawile. Corviknight V. For most of the sets that these cards were in, almost all of the Trainer Gallery cards are my favorites from the set. I love the alt arts too. I don't have any of those, right? I think I only one Rayquaza VMAX chase card. Oh, you like this one? Duraludon coming out of the city. But to me, these just stand head and shoulders above the rest in their sets. And I think that they're going to hold up too. I mean, who knows what other cool stuff they'll come up with. But I think the special illustration cards from Paldea so far are not as interesting to me as these ones were. And this is the last one, Rayquaza VMAX and Duraludon VMAX. Now, if you want to sneak peek, the next collection that's going to be in the works is the Galarian Gallery cards from Crown Zenith. So I only have a few of those so far, and not necessarily the really expensive one. Those are the promos. That might be next. But I think these are going to hold up in the future. I think Sword and Shield, in the long run, is going to stand out as a series of sets with amazing art, and I don't know if they're going to be able to replicate this magic again, so I wanted to preserve that in my binder. Any last thoughts, Judah? Anything last things I should say about the cards? Which one should I end on? I'll end on this one, Eternatus VMAX. Thank you for watching.